Oh, you're home early. I was hoping to have dinner ready before you got here. It's nice to see you. How's your day? Well, we're having green beans. I know you like green beans. And fried chicken and mashed potatoes. Your favorite. And it shouldn't take too long. You could hang out here with me. You could help me out a little bit. I'm so glad you're home early because I missed you today. You know, I was out in the yard and I was trying to do a little pruning on the roses, and I was going through the shed and looking for my gloves, you know, and I ran across your old hobby horse that you used to love so much. You remember Daniel, the little wooden one, and it just reminded me of how you used to sit on it and rock back and forth and laugh, and it just made me miss you because I love you so much. You know, I miss you when you're away. So tell me about what you did today. Tell me more about what happened. Well, that is great, and I'm very proud of you. So, I fixed your pants. You know, the ones that you like so much, those blue ones. I put a little patch on the bum, you know, so that your little hoo-ha wouldn't show through anymore. I know how much you like those so much. No. Trouble, and I know you love those ones, so I fixed those ones up for you. Well, let me see what else. Oh gosh. Oh, you want to hear a story? Oh, of course. It's a nasty movie. I don't think I want to use that one. They're just cheaper these days, you know? You try to get good stuff at the store, and it's just telling you. But you don't want to hear about that. You want to hear a story. What story do you want to hear? Hansel and Gretel. That's a good story. Well, once upon a time, there was a man who cut wood, a woodcutter, who lived in the woods, and with his 2 children and his wife, who he loved very much. And they were very happy for a time, but then one winter his wife took ill and she passed away, and it was very sad. It was very sad. And they, but they kept on because he was a good father, and they all loved each other very much. And then he remarried. And his new wife wasn't so kind. He thought that she would be helpful with the children, but she was very demanding. And when times got harder, she decided that they should get rid of the children. And she talked him into doing this, which is shameful. That anyone would ever want to get rid of their own children. But, you know, that's how the old story goes. At any rate, he took them out into the woods, and he told them he was taking them on a picnic adventure, and he led them out, and Hansel, who was a very smart boy, worried that they might get lost, so he left a trail of breadcrumbs behind them. And their father said he was going to go cut some wood, and he left them alone. He said he'd be back, but he never came back. And clever little Hansel thought, well, we'll just follow the trail of breadcrumb home, but all the birds had eaten up the breadcrumbs. And, oh, you know what? I forgot a part. That's so funny. They did this first. He used stones, and they did find their way home. And the stepmother was very upset. And so they played the trick again, and the little children listened to their father because they loved him. And they went out into the woods, and he left them again. And this time, having used breadcrumbs, the breadcrumbs were gone. And Hansel and Gretel were very sad. And they were scared and alone. And they wandered until finally they saw some lights in the distance, and it looked cheerful. And they came across a beautiful house made of gingerbread and gumdrops and frosting and peppermints and all the different kinds of candy that you could think of. And so they knocked on the door, and no one answered, and they were very hungry little children, so they just started eating away at the outside of the house, and soon they heard a rumble from inside. Who's nibbling on my house? And they were scared, so they didn't answer. And an old woman came out, but she seemed very kind, so they did not run away. And she said, "Oh, you must be hungry. Oh, you poor dears, come inside." And she brought them in, and she fed them a very large meal, and they passed out in their warm, snug beds. And in the morning, Gretel awoke to find that Hansel was in a little cage, which was odd. And the witch wasn't as nice anymore, and she made Gretel do all kinds of chores. And she never fed her anything very good anymore. But she always fed Hansel, but he always stayed in the cage. Now, Hansel was very smart and knew that he was getting fattened up to be eaten, because he knew what they did to the chickens at home, and this was it. So he was very nervous, and he said to Gretel, "What you must do." Once when the witch was out, he whispered to her, "When she is tending the oven, you must push her in." And Gretel said, "No, I'm so frightened." But she wanted to save her brother. So, next time the witch was tending the oven, she pushed her in, and they burned her up. And then she freed her brother, and they found all of the witch's magical gems and spells and jewels were done with these green beans. It's nice. And they came home, and their father was so glad to see them, and their stepmother was not so glad to see them, but she was glad to see all of those monies. And soon, since they could afford to, they hired a maid, and he got a divorce. And everything was happier after that. And that is the story the way my mother used to tell it to me. So, let's just put this over here. What's next? Potatoes! Oh! Silly me. Gotta get a pot of water to put the potatoes in. I always like to put a little pinch of salt in because it makes the mashed potatoes have inside. Keep inside the potatoes. That's my little secret. Shh, don't tell. So, do you remember when you used to just beg me to let you help me in the kitchen, and now I never see heads or tails of you? You're just out the door so fast. Nice to get a little help sometimes. The dishes are piling up, and you know that's your job. I don't mean to chide you. I'm really glad to see you. It's nice that you're home. It's been nice having you home. I was hoping that maybe you might be able to rake up the leaves in the yard later. They're piling up a little bit because it's fall time. Well, thank you. Yes, that's very polite. I appreciate that. You're such a good, considerate boy. So thankful to have you. You know, I'd always planned on having more children, but God didn't bless me in that manner. But He saw fit to bless me with you, and you are just so precious to me. You're just my favorite little boy, and I just am so thankful. Every day, I thank Jesus for you. You know, today, when I was out in the yard, I was getting some eggs, and I saw a rainbow. But it wasn't just one rainbow, it was two rainbows, which was nice. You know when they double up like that? Double rainbow? This is my favorite one. It's nice touch. Oh, well, you know, I know you get so impatient. I wasn't expecting you home at this time. Don't worry, everything will be done really soon. So tell me more about what you did today. Oh, that sounds nice. Mm-hmm. Now you know, you're not supposed to say things like that. But I'll let it slide this one time because you're my little monkey man. No, you are. That's nice. Well, those are done. We'll save those for your dad to put in the fireplace to clean out the soot. just going to put those over here. Put those here. Put those back here because I'm going to want to put the chicken in this pan here. You did what? Well, you know. You just gotta do your best. That's all you can do. See, we're almost done now. We're making the chicken now. Sometimes I make a more complicated coating, but today we're just gonna do a really easy one. That one's empty. I'll have to go get some flour from over here. Almond flour? I thought it was corn flour. Oh, that'll be decadent. A little bit of garlic powder. That's my other secret to the chicken. No. You can't eat it raw. Just have a little patience. Never comes out the whole fast. I just like to get in there. You guys did! I'm so glad you're making friends. I was worried about that. I'm glad that went well for you. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so proud of you. No, you do. No fussy mussing. I'm busy. Did you see that? It's a double yolk. Isn't that lucky? That's lucky. That's lucky. That's our best hen who laid that egg. She always lays the best eggs. Good job. Gotta stir it up real good. back. You wandered off while I was finishing up. Your dinner's all ready. I love you so much, honey.